What's up everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I just wanted to introduce you all to my new project. It's a car, as you can see. It's a bit rough, but it is a project and it will take me a long time to build. I mean, I'm looking for a project that is going to take me a few years. I really wanted to learn rust repairs. I think with this car I will get a chance to learn a lot of rust repairs, metal shaping, welding, and a whole lot more, no doubt. I mean, I'm going to do an engine swap. I don't think I could actually call it a swap, seeing as though it doesn't have one yet, but I mean, it's definitely going to be a learning curve and it's going to take a long time, but I think it'll be worth it in the end. It is a 1985 Ford F100, single cab, no tray, no rear diff, has no engine either, but I actually have a car that I will be swapping the engine out with. The guy that I bought this from, he said that he bought it as a complete car, it was unlicensed. He's parted it out, thinking that no one would actually want this cab because it is rusted out. As you can see, there is rust all along the firewall. Rust all along the roof here. The back window is rusted out so much that you can actually see through it. I don't know if you can see through it there. Inside the cab, the floor is all rusted out here too. It's going to basically need a lot of rust repair, which is fine. Something that I really wanted to learn anyway. As you can see, half the dash is missing, steering wheel's missing, steering column, inside door panels, seats, rust at the bottom of the doors, basically see-through, rust on this side of the roof as well. It used to be 100% gas. I'm not really sure what the engine it was. I know it was a V8, but I'm pretty sure the engine that I'll be putting there will be a lot more fun than a V8, my opinion anyway. As you can see, to get off the trailer I had to tie it to the tree and just drive it forward. I mean, that was pretty interesting in itself. My plans for this car is basically to get it low. I want it low. I want it to look like race car spec almost. Nice Japanese race rim or race style rims. I would love to get a well body for it. I know it's going to be hard, but I have lots of time. I guess it's going to be a reliable street car with probably about 400, 500 horsepower. Something that's going to be a bit of fun, nice to drive, reliable, and maybe even a show car style. I do want something that I can take to shows and show off my work and stuff like that, so that is the plan. I just wanted to get all the carpet out and try to prevent more rust from growing. I mean, I want to try to protect it as much as I can. I mean, it's already pretty terrible, but I guess the plan would be to eventually anyway, get the carpet out, get the cab to come off, take the front fenders off, all the front off, get the cab onto a trailer and take it home, and just start working on all the rust. I'll have to obviously cut out all the rust that's there, shape and make new panels for it. Something that I've never done before, but I'm willing to learn. Something that I've always been interested in, always followed people like Jesse James and people like that, so tend to give it a try. I am a mechanic, I have welded before, I have panel beated before, so just got to hone in those skills and just keep practicing. like I said, it's going to be an ongoing project. I give myself like 2, 3, 4 years even. Just want to get it done right, get it on the road, get it licensed again, get it drivable. I'm not 100% sure on the what I want it to look like in the end, but I do love Ken Block's F100, so maybe something similar to that, low race car spec, bit of fun to drive. I personally love the look of these cars already, so I mean, it'll look cool low to the ground, big engine. Alright, so first I'm just going to get into ripping all this carpet out. As you can see, there's a lot of rust underneath the carpet, so I definitely want to prevent more from coming out of it. I mean, as you can see, it's see-through, but it's definitely all repairable with the right skills anyway. I mean, I'm going to have to learn that, but that's fine. So, I'm going to start removing this carpet now. Put you guys down here. You always find cool treasure in old people's cars. Some weird buckle thing. A really old shitty spanner. Even Lego. Seatbelt bolts. Old bolts. Receipts. Someone's diary. Oh. The Fremantle Police. Maybe they were in trouble at one stage. Phone numbers. A Playboy diary. And the Fremantle Police note. Must be a girl in trouble. Alright, I'm just going to keep pulling this carpet out. So you can see I got all the carpet out now. You can see it's true damage. The main points of rust are on the floor behind where the seatbelt mounts. Across where the door seals up against the cab. Look at it. I think it's almost turned to sand. Definitely sounds more solid here. Rust all up under the dash here. Wires have just been cut. Has a B&M shifter, so I'm assuming whatever it had in it was aftermarket. It looks like that's all custom, if you want to call it custom. This other side here, it's definitely terrible. Rusted right through. Yeah, I mean, it's got all this black carpet on the back of the cab here and on the roof, which I'll probably just keep on there for now. When I leave, I'll be tarping this up and stopping more rain from coming in there because it is nearly winter. It's going to rain a lot, and this will probably spend a fair bit more time up here. I'll have to make a space somewhere for me to work on it a bit easier. Obviously you can see it's just tied to a tree at the moment in the bush. But yeah, I think I'm just going to make a plan for next time, but I'll go check out the engine. The engine donor car is here as well, so I'm going to go check that out and I'll see if I can start that. To make it easy to move it, these two wheels, these two front steering wheels, can move independently of each other because obviously the steering rack's gone. So I need to make up something to at least make them turn together, because it's very difficult to move it with the wheels just flopping all over the show. So I need to make up a cross member of some description just to link them together to make it easy to push it around. So I have to measure up something like that, maybe a bit of pipe or something like that, and just hold them, oh yeah, to the steering knuckles under here. I'll probably just, yeah, get a bit of pipe, drill a hole in it, put a bolt through there and link it together. So my plan now is to just go over it, see what I have to bring up to remove the cab, basically the cab, the front fenders, this, I don't know what you call that, the front part of the cab. So I want to pull all that apart, and then I want to get the cab ready to be removed. So I'm not sure, it's probably going to be easiest to take the windscreen out, take the doors off, take them separately, otherwise, well, just to get rid of some weight basically to help lift it, because I will have to use manpower to lift it up. Actually, just looking at this paintwork, it kind of looks glittery. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but it's definitely got some sparkle to it. I reckon this belonged to a girl, judging by the things that are in the cab. But yeah, so the plan now is just to have a quick look around, see what I need for next time, tarp it up so no more water can get in the back window, and then I'm going to go check out the engine donor car. Alright, so I got the cab all tarped up, should stop any more rain or moisture getting inside the cab. Definitely would have liked a bigger tarp, but this will do for now for sure. Alright, so let's go check out the engine donor car. Alright, you ready to see the donor car? My old 2002 BA Ford Falcon. I bought this car, well, this car was last registered in 2012, so 10 years ago. It ran perfectly fine until one night I decided to try to do a burnout in it. I mean, in my old Holden wagon, I used to be able to do what I used to call D-bangers, which is hold into neutral, rev the shit out of it, smash it into drive, and then obviously you just do a burnout. But this thing only did it a few times, and then, well, it's an automatic and wouldn't drive anymore. So the engine is perfectly fine. My goal right now is to see if I can start it. So it's been 8 years at least since it started last, so let's see what we can do. As you can see, the inside, the window's been down all this time, so hasn't lasted the best. And my ex-brother-in-law tried to actually fix this car, which he had no idea what he was doing. Pulled apart half the car for who knows what reason to try and fix it, but wasn't even close. So, alright. The bonnet latch doesn't seem to be working that great, so I mean, see what happens. Oh, easy. Here she is, NA Barra. So my plan obviously will be to turbo it eventually, but for now I'll just be getting it into the F100, getting it licensed as that, and going from there. Okay, well, obviously this battery's going to be no good because it's been 8 years, but I know it's got oil in it, so I'm going to have to prop this hood up. Okay, that should work for now. So I mean, these connections are not going to be very good because they're going to be corroded to the shit house. It's definitely not green in there. I remember having oil leaks. I know the power steering fluid used to hemorrhage out there. You can see it. But other than that, this car there's nothing wrong with it. And from memory, it was about 130,000 kilometers, so it's still brand new. Alright, I'm going to get the jumper leads, hook them up, see if I can get the start. Alright, we have the batteries hooked up, so let's see what happens. Wow, it's alive. 160,000 kilometers actually. Put that into park. Wow, I'm actually surprised we got power here. Making some weird creaky noises. Alright. Just gonna turn that off. Turn the lights off. Apparently they've been left on the whole time. Maybe that's why it's flat. Now I would like to disconnect a sensor of some description to stop it from starting. So I would like it to get some oil pressure up before it actually starts. So, but obviously I can't see any sensors, so I'll just have a quick look. Alright, well I couldn't find a sensor, but I'm just going to give it a go anyway. I should probably actually check this air cleaner, make sure that's not absolutely rooted, so there are bits of this air filter going into the engine. That would be pretty shit. Oh look, nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Brand new almost. I guess that's what's good about knowing what car you're getting, what donut car you're using, because I mean, who knows it better than me, right? Alright, well I'm just going to give it a go, crank it up, see what happens. Nothing. Not even anything, so I don't know if it's just because the battery's super flat or starter motor seized or what, but I'm gonna have to have a quick look and see what I can do. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I've tried to charge up the battery. We'll see, we'll give it one more go. If it doesn't work, I'll take that battery out and see if I can charge it, but I mean, probably not, but I mean, there's no harm in trying, right? And then I'll have to come try start it another time or bring another battery. So here we go. Nah, nothing at all. It's probably the starter motor. It doesn't even try a click or anything. Alright, so my first plan will be to try charge the battery and put that in. If that doesn't work, well, I'll just have to get a new battery or another battery just for now. My plan is to ask my brother-in-law if I can clean this, or level this area out here so I can put the two cars next to each other and be able to work on them, something flat. I want to be able to cover the cars up, at least protect them for the time being, and then we'll go from there. So I guess that sort of wraps up the video because I can't really do much else. I'm just going to take off the jumper leads, pack up, go home, and then go from there. So that's the project. Please subscribe and comment and like if you want to see what actually happens with this build. Like I said, it's an ongoing project, but it will get done eventually, and I actually can't wait to have this a Barra F100. I mean, it's going to be sick. Cool, cheers guys.